from is Madam Christiana Okai. I said earlier on, she didn't speak in the Twi dialect. She switched to the Provo dialect. What Madam Christiana Okai is saying is quite short. She's been a widow for 5 years. 5 years with 5 children, but then 3 are dead. So she's left with 2 children currently. What she is saying is that after the demise of the husband, life hasn't been easy. They actually relocated here because of work, as they were also cocoa farmers. But after the death of the husband, she's been sick for some time now. According to her, she was diagnosed with high blood pressure. And so for every week, she has to visit the hospital to get a drug, which will let her blood pressure stabilize. What she is saying is that she will need assistance from Madame Benedicta. As of now, she doesn't do any hard work due to her medical condition. If Madame Benedicta will be able to remit her from time to time for either drugs or for upkeep, she will be very glad. And also, 2 of her children are alive. 1 is married and is off. But then the one who is with her now, she's still with Madame Benedicta to find him a job at least to do, so that he can also be remitting her, and then he can also cater for himself as well. She's saying that God should bless Madame Benedicta. God should give her more wisdom, as she's been given wisdom already and that she's utilizing it properly. Thank you. Okay. All Madame Abenejaba is saying here is that she's been a widow for 6 years. 6 children originally, but has lost 4. She's left with 2. The least of the 2 is 7 years old. According to her, after the death of the husband, per the traditions and customs of this town, she had to bury the man. What she is saying is that even with the burial, she had to use the capital that she had invested into her business for the burial. After the burial, there has been no support coming for the 3 of them, 2 children inclusive. There has been no support coming from them. She has gone to seek for support. They have denied her support. She is not able to work because strength is failing her. She's not as energetic as she used to be. So what she is pleading with Madame Benedicta is that she should help her to raise a capital so that she can go back into her old venture, because she believes that it is very, very profitable and it is going to help her to cater for the remaining 2 children in school. She said that God should bless Madame Benedicta immensely. Thank you.
Continuing from where we got to, we also have another widow called Abla. I'm going to ask her some few questions for her to answer us. She was a fisherwoman, and she goes to fish to look after the children, and no one from the husband's side, no one from her own family side helped her to look after the children. That even the children that she looked after are not forthcoming. So she is finding it difficult to get ends meet. If Madame Benedicta will be able to be of immense help to her, she will be so glad. May God bless Madame Benedicta. Thank you. Auntie Grace, she wants to share her ordeal to us. According to her, the ordeal that she is going through is she lost her husband 3 years ago, and she had 3 children. 1 is dead, but the 2, they were not able to complete the secondary school because there was no money, because their father has passed on. They do not have the funds to let them go to school. So she is pleading to Madame Benedicta should be of immense help to her so that she can cater for herself and the children's education. Thank you.
Madame Ama Kwanseme's story is very, very short. According to her, She's been a widow for 8 years now. From what you can see on the screen, she's very old. She can't work. Her husband left a building for her, but due to the dilapidated state of the building, part of it has collapsed. And so, according to her, there are 8 in the one that is fit, the room that is fit, just a single room that harbors 8 of them now. What she is saying is that most of her kids have gone out to look for greener pastures, but the grasses are not green for them. And so she would plead with Madame Benedicta to at least repair the collapsed side of the building so that they can get a place to lay their head. Also, she is old. She wouldn't ask for a capital to start a business because she can't work. She is aged. So Madame Benedicta should be kind and generous enough to remit her from time to time to feed. And she is also praying that God blesses her as she is about doing what she has asked. Thank you.